There is a person who apologizes for everything. They apologize when someone else bumps into them. They apologize for asking a question in a meeting. They apologize to the waiter when their own food is cold. And when someone steps on their foot, they don't just say, "I'm sorry." They also say, "It's okay." Even when it isn't. From the outside, it looks like extreme politeness. Or maybe just a lack of confidence. But underneath, it is rarely about manners. It is a survival strategy. Many therapists recognize this pattern of anxious apologizing, and it is one of the most misunderstood behaviors in human psychology. Because when someone apologizes for simply existing, they are not trying to be polite. They are trying to be safe. Clinical observation shows that chronic apologizing usually falls into 3 distinct psychological profiles. Which one are you? Type 1. The preemptive apologizer. This person says sorry before anything has even happened. Sorry to bother you, but sorry if this is a stupid question. Some trauma therapists describe this as an active defense mechanism. The preemptive apologizer learned early in life that accepting blame is the fastest way to stop an attack. They apologize to disarm you, before you can get angry. Type 2. The existence apologizer. This person apologizes simply for taking up space. Many therapists observe that this is rooted in profound low self-worth. This person believes that their needs, their voice, and their very presence are a burden to others. The apology is their way of paying rent for the space they occupy in the room. Type 3. The emotional sponge. This person apologizes for other people's bad moods. If their partner comes home angry about work, they say, "I'm sorry." If their friend is sad, they apologize. They have learned to take responsibility for the emotional weather of the entire room. But why? Why would a human brain wire itself to take the blame for things it didn't do? To understand this, we have to look at the work of complex trauma therapist Pete Walker. Walker identified that when human beings face a threat, we don't just have 3 responses: fight, flight, or freeze. We have a 4th. It is called the Fawn response. Fawning is the instinct to appease, please, and pacify a threat to avoid conflict. Imagine a child growing up in a home where a parent's emotions were unpredictable. One minute the parent is happy. The next, they are explosive. Let's look at a specific scenario. A child relies on their mother for a ride to an important school event. The mother is on the phone and makes them late. When the child expresses sadness about missing the event, the mother lashes out, "You stressed me out. This is your fault." The child realizes that holding the parent accountable is dangerous. The only way to stop the verbal attack is to take the blame. "I'm sorry," the child says. The child learns a devastating equation: if I am wrong, I am safe. As Walker explains in his book Complex PTSD, from surviving to thriving, fawning becomes a hardwired survival adaptation. You learn to scan the room for displeasure. You learn to abandon your own boundaries to keep the peace. And the currency you use to buy that peace is the word, sorry. Here's the part that changes everything. This is not just happening in your mind. It is happening in your nervous system. Dr. Stephen Porges, the creator of Polyvagal Theory, explains that appeasement behaviors, like over-apologizing, are deeply physiological. When you are about to ask for something, or when you sense someone might be slightly annoyed, your brain is trying to predict danger before it happens. Your amygdala sounds the alarm. Your heart rate spikes. Your stomach drops. Stress hormones may rise. Your body is bracing for impact. And then, you say, "I'm sorry." And the moment those words leave your mouth, the other person softens. The threat passes. Your body experiences relief. This is the avoidance relief loop. Your nervous system learns to rely on the apology, because the apology brings the tension back down. You are not apologizing because you did something wrong. You are apologizing to regulate your own nervous system. But this survival strategy has a terrible cost. When you apologize for everything, you signal to the world that your boundaries do not exist. You attract people who are happy to let you take the blame. And worse, you lose the respect of others, and eventually, the respect of yourself. Because every time you say, "I'm sorry," for something that wasn't your fault, you are telling your own brain that you do not matter. So how do you stop? You cannot just decide to be confident. You have to retrain your nervous system. Step 1. The 48-hour audit. For 2 days, do not try to stop apologizing. Just count them. Notice when you do it. Is it with your boss? Your partner? Strangers? Awareness breaks the autopilot. Step 2. The thank you pivot. Many cognitive behavioral therapists recommend replacing unnecessary apologies with expressions of gratitude. Instead of, "I'm sorry for talking so much," say, "Thank you for listening to me." Instead of, "I'm sorry I'm late," say, "Thank you for waiting for me." This shifts you from a posture of shame to a posture of connection. Step 3. Tolerate the pause. The next time you feel the urge to apologize for taking up space, close your mouth. Take one deep breath. Tolerate the tension for just 3 seconds. Your body will learn that silence is not danger. If you are the person who apologizes for everything, you are not weak. You are a survivor who learned how to navigate a world that felt unsafe. Your body may still be fighting a war that is no longer happening. But today, you can begin teaching it that you are safe. You are allowed to take up space. You are allowed to have needs. And you do not have to apologize for existing. If this video found you at the right moment, leave a comment. Tell me which of the 3 types you recognized in yourself. And if these topics speak to something inside you, subscribe to this channel. Because this is not the last conversation we are going to have.